Hey guys, Tower Glimmer here, and I'm giving you guys a Tower God reaction to the second season of Tower God. Some of you guys who may have seen it did know that there was a first episode out of this reaction thing. Um, it got taken down, blocked, and I was never able to fully recover it because I kind of didn't know. I've never done a anime reaction things before, so the best I could do is like lower the audio and then but that's the thing is that if I lowered the audio, then no one could hear my voice at the end, so it would have been just a nothing video at that point. And I didn't want to do that, so I'm just going to start with episode 2, basically, which I thought it was fine because basically most of the trailer stuff happened. What happened in the trailer happened in episode 1, so now you're gonna get my 100% full live, like blind reaction to the rest of the season, which I think is fine. I won't be able to do like the opening and ending and stuff like that, like obvious stuff. I feel like I fixed a bunch of stuff from last time, so hopefully everything should work. And if it doesn't work, I'll be able to fix it a lot better than last time. So that's all my disclaimers for the first part of the video. And I guess that I'm also have to say that I am a webtoon reader. I have been caught up to the webtoon of Tower of God. So again, I will not be spoiling anything for anime onlys at all. So if you got our anime onlys and still want to watch my reactions, you can 100% do that. I will not be spoiling anything about this in my reactions. Again, I cannot say anything about the comments below. If you get spoiled by the comments, I'm sorry, but that's not really, I can't really focus the comments like that to be for anime only. So sorry about that again. So yeah, other than that, I'm pretty sure that's everything that I have to talk about. Let's get right into the reaction of Tower God Season 2, Episode 2. Alright, so let us start with Season 2, Episode 2, named The Strongest Regular. Something interesting before we even start is the title itself, which I hope they keep doing, is that the title of each episode is actually a new little mini arc of the Tower of God webtoons. That's something I realized. And I think it was because of Haku that he mentioned it. So this one's Strongest Regular, and the next one will be the next little mini title arc that we had in the webtoon. So I hope that they keep doing with that. But yeah, I'm really excited for this episode because I obviously I know what's gonna happen, but at the same time, I really want to see how they adapt what we already know. So let's start. There's a person who loved the star. Wow. I didn't know that I'm sorry for pausing right at the beginning, right? But like, I didn't know that this was I forgot if this was fully a dialogue in season 2 even. But I remember this dialogue from, if I had my memory correct, I thought it was in season 1. And maybe they did a scene like this in season 1 of the anime. I can't remember that. But like, it's been a while since I fully watched the first season. But wow, I didn't think they would be I didn't expect this clip to be actually in this, so that's interesting. Let's keep watching. Sorry about that. This story is very integral to the Tower of God world, and you gotta live to start forever. Yeah, this story is very relevant to a lot of the Tower of God stuff and a lot of theories about what the tower actually is. Yeah. Wow. And that's all that Bomb really cared about, was the loneliness aspect of it, not about like the star aspect like Rachel did, which is really interesting. Damn, one none. Yeah. Yeah, you guys got wrecked by VO. Oh. That's interesting. I did it either, again, my memory's super foggy and I haven't actually went back to reread the season 2 in the webtoon and in the and stuff like that. So I'm going to notice if there's any major changes, obviously. But Other than that, the major changes I'm seeing are not like the obviously the biggest, but they did arrange some clips around and stuff like that so far, which I hope they don't fully do as much as they did in season one. Um, Season one also had a lot more to cover than this part of season two, but at the same time, I like that clip, like Ghost saying, giving the chocolate to Wang Nan. I don't remember if that was actually in the story itself, but it's a good touch if it wasn't. I like that. Aw, Arc Raptor's extending his hand. He wants one. Aw, he thought he was gonna get it, but he actually meant Viol. Aw, that's definitely added. That scene was definitely added, but that's very cute. I like that a lot. I like how Bomb still. We all know it's Bomb. I'm gonna call him Viol, but we all know it's Bomb. I love how Viol actually takes it. Oh, I love that shot of the cave, but like they're looking up and it's the stars. I love that shot so much. And he must be so confused. Like she's saying that, and he must be so confused about why she betrayed him. Oh, yeah, Nia. This is the scene where Nia's. Hmm. A lot of new regulars we're being introduced to. She's interesting. Let me. I think I said this in the first episode reaction where I didn't. Where it's not up anymore. So I'll say it here. This character, if you guys can see my mouse, I know there's a border on the screen. It's the gray hair character. They didn't really have for a long time there wasn't like a specific gender that they were put in. It was kind of like androgynous if it was female or male. And there's later on context in the story that would make you assume that they are a boy, not a girl. But he just said she. So I don't know if they wanted to change that in the anime or like if that's actually a change or that's just a translation thing that they're having right now. But it's more this character is a lot more known for being a male than a female. But that's not really that important at the end of the day. It's to the overall story, but it's just interesting. I just read that. Yeah. But if by the way, if I talk over any like dialogue, I am looking at it and obviously I read the webtoon. For the most part I know what's happening in each clip. But yeah, don't worry, I am paying attention. Yep. The one that he got wrecked by. This is so surreal seeing these characters after literally so long. She's a yawn. There you go. One of the 10 great families. Just like Kun in season 1. He was from the Kun family, and she's from the Yawn family. He's a regular too, I guess. Yeah, there you go. Just what I said. I really like how they made his design like look a lot older than he did originally looked. And a lot more snake-like. So they're all assassins. That's very interesting. Yeah. He beat Hot. They call him the. That's very interesting. Now we're getting not only Viol, which is obvious. It's an obvious tie to season two. I mean, season one. Um, Now we're getting mentions of other people that we known from season one that are that seem to have some recognition among the regulars now. They're because if somebody's famous because they beat Hots, that must mean that Hots is pretty famous for being strong at this point. So yeah, that's very cool to see that aspect of the story. That the people that we know, so much time has passed, that they are like regarded as like, oh, he beat this character. Oh yeah, there this guy we have to pay tough, like the best for him to be on our side because we know that he's strong. That's very cool, and I always like that part of the story. Hmm. I mean, we saw that. We basically saw that last episode. The Yon family's flamethrower. And this is the moment where, if you guys don't know of a certain, if you're watching me, you probably do know, unless you're anime onlys. There's a YouTuber who does Tower of God content. His name is not only Tower of God content, but he does that. His name is Naya. His one of I know that one of his favorite characters is this character. So he's I know he's probably ecstatic at this episode. Hopefully he is, and hopefully they do him justice in this season. This character. Love a ranker, big yeah. Yeah, he's a ranker too because he's a test administrator. Ooh, I like the device. Looks a lot more sci-fi than the original. Yeah, okay. Oh man. Yeah. Just throw a bomb at it. Just kidding. He can't do that. But imagine he just blew it up. Damn. Oh, that's interesting. We're actually gonna see it. Are we gonna see him actually do it? Yeah. Oh wow. That's yeah. There you go. We didn't even see him go up to it in the original. We just kind of cut to him being like, "I'm screwed," and then is like, "Yeah, I'm really screwed." Hmm. I like how it ripples. Damn. This new character seems to be a little scummy. Yeah. I mean, making a bet like that. Yeah. Hmm. Don't forget the end will come for you one day. Yeah. I mean, even Leroro said that to Bomb. It's like one day you'll stop climbing the tower, but until that, I hope you can find what you want. Well, yeah. His score went up really high. Hmm. This character, this. Wow. I actually do like how they did that. Like, show him his skin first and then the transformation. Wow, yeah. So his name is Rob Devil. Mm, wow. They cut. They cut. I feel like that scene was cut a bit weirdly. Wow, we're already halfway through the episode. This feels like nothing. I mean, like this feels like it was. It's not. Wow, sorry, I just paused and saw how far we're through. But yeah, this that was interesting. Like they're cutting and like they're cutting places of where the original manga like didn't show, but they're also cutting things like little. I mean, obviously, it doesn't really matter to the overall point of the scene, but they're cutting like in betweens of some scenes and adding in betweens of some scenes we didn't see. Like we didn't see Wang Nan's actual like coming up the stairs and going to punch the device. Like that's something they added, but they cut the same exact thing for Iwa, um, the girl that just punched it. She we didn't we saw her go up the stadium and all that stuff and talking to herself a little bit or talking to him, the guy, a little bit. And it's just and then she failed like to punch it. But this they just cut the in betweens of her going up and then just like in her mid punch they showed it. So that's very interesting. It's very interesting what they're cutting and not cutting. And I don't know if it's fully flowing together that well, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter to the point of the scenes. So, um, it's not that bad, but at the same time, it's a little jarring because I know how the original goes. So it's a little more jarring for me, I guess. Yeah, like yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's another thing. So I literally just paused it, but again, but that goes to show you how physically strong the 10th grade families are, like in comparison to everyone. She didn't even punch it. She tripped on it and just like tapped it with her body, and she got a higher score than somebody who like had to transform and somebody who we are believing that beat Hots, right? Um she just like legit tapped it with her body and then she got the highest score in the entire place. So imagine what would happen if she actually got a whole full punch on it. That would have been her score probably would have been insane. So yeah, that just goes to show you, which I actually do like. That's the purpose of that scene. That's what I was talking about. The purpose of that scene is to show that the ridiculous power that Tengri families have in comparison to everyone else. But yeah, so I'm very. So that's the point of the scene. But it's just weird how they cut stuff out and add stuff in betweens. That's what I meant. On borrowed strength. Wow. Yeah, Prince. There you go. No, you're all borrowing my power to climb. Yeah, that's a very good line, by the way. But I wanted to mention this because not a lot of people might know this, even in the fandom, that I read all of Tower God because it's like a lot of it's not something that's stated in the actual story, so it's not really a spoiler. But this character, who now we know is Prince, um, a lot of people ask the author if he cheated, because we actually can see him throw a punch if he cheated to get a score higher than Iwa, which is crazy, right? Um, but no, actually, the author stated himself, like fully, that Prince did that on his own strength and own merit. He said that Prince has a lot of untapped potential uh, in the Tower of God story, and it's just very it's I liked um I actually do like the fact that it was all him, that it wasn't him cheating or something like that, or using a device to cheat or being rigged or something. That it was actually his strength that he used when he punched the thing. So yeah, I like that a lot actually. So again, that's not a spoiler. It's never stated in the actual story or in the end. It's probably not going to be stated in the anime either. But yeah, I like that. I like that scene a lot for what it showed. This is the scene. He's undoubtedly the strongest regular here. That's right. They witnessed that firsthand. I like that scene for Arc Raptor a lot. I'm glad they kept that in. Yep, that crest. Yeah. Yeah. Well surpassed everyone else. Also, by the way, if the audio sounds any different in this part of the reaction than the first half, um, I didn't plug in my I didn't plug this my microphone in to for this part of the reaction. I only noticed it halfway through the episode, and now we're all good. But yeah, um, just uh, just if I sound different throughout half of the episode, basically. Sorry about that. I completely slipped my mind, right? But yeah, now we're just gonna keep on going. Hopefully, it doesn't sound that different, but it's probably gonna sound a little bit. I love Wong Nam so much. I like that scene. Now he gets to choose the piercing. I mean, hey, never say never. You made an impression on him. That's right. That exceeds all specs. I'll end the era of the Tenguid families. Need a partner who becomes more. I mean, hey, he can't really choose to retake it at this point. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. Uh, he's has uses underhand. Your eyes will. Get away from my master. This I forgot that he said that. I forgot that. I completely forgot that he said that. Yeah. Well. Team killer. Yeah. I am okay, so yes, that's a decision he chooses to have no one. So we're gonna see how that affects things and if that's even allowed because yeah. But something that I was gonna say because this it was from what I've seen, it should have already happened and I'm pretty sure it was cut out. I was talking to one of the somebody who's read Tower God 2, one of my commenter in one video. And it was a scene where I'll just say what happened, I guess, where Wang Nan is debating with Iwa, and Iwa, her closing statements to say why she should get chosen over Wang Nan is that she has bigger breasts than him. And Wang Nan's like, bet. So he like is about to take off his shirt, and then all of them point like their weapons at him, and like to kill him before he takes off his shirt. It's like, don't do that. And it's like, I remember that scene was making me laugh so hard the first time I read it in the webtoon, and I'm very upset that they cut it out from this. But I mean, I get why I mean, it might have screwed the pacing, but at the same time, I feel like they could have cut out some other stuff to keep that one in because I feel that's such a good scene. Just not for any character stuff, just from the comedy aspect of it all, and I love that scene so much. But let's keep going. Damn, please fail the others. Yeah, I was about to say, you cannot choose no one. She thinks it's fake. It's not fake. I'm Jovial Grace, a Fog Slayer candidate. Wow. Yeah. I mean, other than everything else, you can't be his teammate because I'm your man. Yeah, they're enemies, technically. You and I will play a game. Okay. So an extra game will be devised because he didn't choose anyone. I wonder where this episode's gonna end. I can't really think of a good ending point for this episode. Although it's probably gonna end soon. I mean, that's what he said. Well, okay. Was not expecting just a full 100% ass shot. Okay, so they're roommates. That's yeah, that's fun. She's a woman. I forgot if this was a fake thing or not, or somebody said it, or if it was actually SIU, the author, who said this. But this is not like a different gender dormitory thing. So they're actually like not supposed to be different genders for like each room. Like, so Iwat should have been paired with a girl or like something like that. Even if I don't actually think there's enough girls for every girl to be paired up with each other, actually, now that I think about it. But I think it was said that the test administrators looked at like saw Viol and when they were deciding the room or something, they thought that he was a girl. So they paired him up with a girl and they just never got it corrected. So that's the actual reason, which again, they don't actually say in the story. It's just a little fun fact that SIU likes to throw in his blog post that he used to do. But that's it's really funny to think about. They just saw a picture of him, was like, oh yeah, that's a girl, so let's put him in the girls' room. In the first floors. Yeah, he's not a girl. They cut that scene down too. Like ridiculous. Wow, really? That's the most. Whoa. Sorry about that. Randomly, my internet just completely went out. But yeah, what I was gonna say that I was so shocked about was this scene and the placement, and this scene is supposed to take place after a long like multiple other scenes basically, and I don't even know if those scenes are gonna happen anymore, which I think they should still happen. But they rearranged it so this happens before those clips. I mean, I'm hoping they keep those scenes because they add to the other characters. But I'm just blown away by the placement of this. Like, again, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know if it's better or worse. But let me just keep reacting because this took place way faster than I thought. This is the most surprising thing in the episode for me. Yeah. I've never heard of that. Wow, that was the shortest little clip. But yeah. So yeah, overall, that was the episode 2 of the anime. Very interesting. A lot of things were covered in the episode. A lot of things were talked about. The animation was off. It was definitely off compared to the first episode. I've noticed that a lot during the episode, with a lot of characters and facial expression and movements and stuff like that. It was definitely off, but at the same time, I feel like it could have definitely been better. I mean, some of these scenes were important scenes, but at the end of the day, I think that I don't know. I think that how much by the trailer, how much they're gonna cover this season, I feel like I would rather have some other scenes be better animated in cost of other scenes. If that's what's gonna happen, hopefully it is. Again, hopefully the animation just improves and they actually have the time to and the time and effort and all these things to actually add to these scenes that we have seen from the webtoon. Because I think it'll be a shame for them not to pull out the big stops for some moments, which we already know they can from the first episode alone, right? But yeah, overall, the number one thing as a webtoon reader that I can take away from this episode is a lot of the placements of certain scenes and cutting some scenes and just rearranging some stuff from the original webtoon. And the one that shocked me the most was definitely the one that I talked about just now, which was the ring scene between Viol and Wangnan. That scene was supposed to take place after a little bit of things that I hope that we see in the next episode. If we don't see it in the next episode, then that's a lot of content they cut out, and it's very interesting because those scenes had a lot of character stuff. I don't know how I feel if they actually cut that stuff out. So again, I'm hoping they don't. But if they do, then I don't know how you actually feel about that, and I actually don't think I'm not gonna like it that they cut those scenes out. But yeah, I guess we can only wait another week for that. This is gonna be the end of this reaction. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.